Hi. Today I'm going to walk you through a procedural world-building system that I built out in Unity. The idea was to build out a procedural system similar to that which you would find in roguelikes like Slay the Spire, but to apply that progression system to a walkable open world. You can see here that the spheres on the screen each come with an icon above itself, which represents different event and node types. These event nodes are paced similarly to what you might find in Slay the Spire or any other type of roguelike. They create paths along which there are interesting events. And in this case, they create an entire field of different types of events as you progress further and further away from the origin. You'll also notice that while each of these nodes has an icon above it that determines which type of event it is, you also have different colors of nodes which determine which biome this node exists within. So while orange might be a desert biome, green might be a forest biome, and blue might be a mountain biome. All of the above is generated procedurally at the start of the game. The game itself is a top-down exploration game in a style not too unlike Legend of Zelda. You'll notice there are various types of events and objects hidden within the world. You can pick up items, store them in your inventory, and there are minor quests built within this as well already. So I can pick up that ring, and then it asks me to walk it over to this, which can allow me to activate this temple. All such events, all such items, and the contents of the world itself are all procedurally generated at runtime, as well as NPCs and various other elements to maintain an interesting level. You'll also notice, if I zoom out, that content within this game is generated based on where the character is moving. So as you move around the world, more world is created around you to make sure that you have continuous amounts of gameplay. All of this operates within the system that I mentioned before of different biomes. You'll notice that the ground here is colored differently per biome. You'll also notice the different types of events, such as these green portals, which are here to represent enemies that are not currently implemented in the game, NPCs, which you can get quests to talk to, as well as the rings and temple sort of system that I mentioned earlier. All of this is also built with walls, which procedurally make sure that you have something more interesting to walk around in, while always being at least capable of finding the exit. The exit being just any point along the edge where they are represented currently by these gray blocks. This world design system allows for many different types of content to be created, all of which operates on a chunk-by-chunk basis. So while each square here represents a tile, the contents of that tile can be altered independently. The interior content, such as this portal here, can be turned off or enabled as independently from the external walls around it. The interior chunk provides specific content on a per tile basis, and then the exterior chunk allows a maze to be generated that keeps movement more interesting than simply allowing for complete freedom. And that's it. That's a full breakdown of this procedural open world generation system. This is obviously an incomplete project, but was simply a method for me to learn how to generate interesting open worlds similar to those that one might find in a standard roguelike formula. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this design deep dive.